Today, I'm going to be teaching you on skill assessment. What is skill assessment when it comes to the Australian migration? Most people don't know what skill assessment really is. So let's say that you find your occupation on the Australian occupation, shortage occupation list, which means that these are occupations that Australia are looking for. They are priority occupation. They are gold mine. So if you are part of those people, then you have to do a skill assessment. If you're interested in skilled migration in Australia, interested in getting a permanent resident in Australia, interested in getting a temporary skilled regional visa in Australia, all of them are visas that allow you to work and stay in Australia for like for a period of time before you get your citizenship or before you get your permanent residency. All of that. If you're interested in doing that, I'm not talking about visa sponsorship now. I'll talk about that one later. But if you're interested in doing what I just said right now, look at what you need to do. Number one is you have to do a skill assessment. What is skill assessment? Skill assessment is a process by which an assessing authority, what is an assessing authority? An assessing authority can be an institution that qualifies and validates your experience and your qualification. Oh, I did try you. I am really trying. And qualifies that qualifies and validates your certification, your qualification, and your experience based on Australian standard in the framework of the Australian New Zealand working conditions. So that simply means that if you were a banker somewhere, probably in Georgia or in Africa or somewhere, then you'll have to go through the Australian, maybe an Australian Institute of Banking or whatever, you know. For me, I'm a medical lab scientist, so when I was coming, I went through Australian Institute of Medical Laboratory Science, you know. So this institute was the people that validated my experience, they validated my professional experience, they also validated my qualification. So I had to try to submit. I also take English tests for that matter. So skill assessment is one of the biggest stage when it comes to your skill migration process. It's the second stage and it's one of the biggest stages, as I said. Now, I'm not sure if you qualify and get your skill assessment, chances are that you have already aced about 60% of the entire Australian migration process. So if you get a positive skill assessment, because you can do this, you can still do this skill assessment and you'll be denied. I'm telling you, they can say your experience does not validate. Doing your skill assessment, you'll be asked many things. Depending on your assessing authority, they can ask for many different things. Some people will ask you for that you have to take IELTS test. They don't take PTE. Some people will tell you they're going to take PTE. It depends on your assessing authority. Now, some people will now say, okay, you have to actually write, apart from writing English test, we want you to be able to, write an exam. Yes, like doctors, like some professionals, including mine, you have to write an exam to be able to qualify. Then you submit your certifications, like you have to submit your degree, your transcript, your passport. I mean, your professional qualification experience, your letter of service, your employment letters, your pay slip. I mean, a lot of evidences to show that you fully work. So that's why sometimes it takes a lot of time when it comes to skill assessment. Skill assessment can take like 6 months. Some can even take 1 year if time is not taken, depending on what that your assessing authority wants. Now the question is, how do I find out my assessing authority? It's simple. You can easily find out your assessing authority the moment you go to the Australian immigration website to find out your occupation. The link will be on the comment section. So when you go there, once you see your occupation, if you're able to spot it, remember I say use keyword to search for occupation. The next thing you have to do is now to trace it down to the right hand side. You're going to see your assessing authority. Click on it and it will show you your assessing authority. Alright guys, so main assessing authority can be VETASYS, it can be Australian Institute of Computer Sciences, it can be many things. So just find yours and begin the process. Alright, take care of yourself and have a beautiful day.